Howdy. I'm going to talk a little bit about my other experience with Wantable, the jewelry box. This was the March box. As I said before, if you watch my other video, you get a Wantable.com box in the mail. It says beautiful new thing. When you open it up, it has a thank you inside, and what you get in there is, a thank you. What you get in there, you get a UPS label so that you can send it back if you didn't like it, and then there is this velvet pouch that comes in that has all your jewelry inside. This box was a pretty big fail for me personally, just because everything seemed to have some small but annoying problems with it. After talking to their customer service, I ended up having a great experience with them. But at first, paying $36 for this box was something that I thought I had been super taken and would never do again. This month's style expert was, his name's Bjorn Nasset, or Nasset, I'm not sure how you say it. And he did things. Basically, when you join, you can really personalize your subscription. You can say that you like rings or bracelet. The only thing I asked to not get, since this was my first time, I asked to not get rings. I don't wear rings other than my wedding rings. There were other customizations. You could choose silver, gold. You could say just all one, not the other. I just put everything down for the first time. Earrings, rings, bracelets, necklaces, and then when they said different kinds that you could be, I put down classic, trendy, rock and roll, boho, and glam. And that actually was a mistake, but I didn't know it at the time, just because there were some things about the box that I didn't quite understand how they worked, but I'm glad I do now. Another thing is they send you an email that tells you the things that you're going to get in the box, and it said, just like this, it says the values, the retail values of them, and it had the glitzy ground earrings, the serene stretch bracelet, the friendship necklace, and the free spirit floral necklace. Now, when I heard free spirit floral necklace, I was like, wow, thinking if you're a member of Low Back Bag, I had visions of the Robert Rose necklaces where they're all sort of beautiful and covered in flowers. That was not what I got. And the glitzy glam earrings, also, my visions of what those things weren't what I got. As a thanks for subscribing, they sent a Mia Bellezza blush, also in the color Melon. I'd written to them about the fact that I got the exact same thing, and they do say that they don't duplicate products, so that was an error, and they fixed that too, although I totally didn't expect them to. This was just in there. I did order this first before I ordered the other blush box, so it probably was the reason that that happened that way. The very first thing that I pulled out were, sorry, I have swatches from a different video in my hand, were these earrings. Now, I have pretty small hands, but you can tell these are pretty good size earrings. I mean, they're like 3.5, maybe 4 inches from top to bottom. They're very big. They're very not something I would ever wear. And I was a little bit worried because these are honestly the first thing I pulled out. And I don't know if it's easy to see or tell, but this one right here is broken. The back actually won't come off because the thing is bent. And also, if you can see, I'm sorry, this doesn't focus very well. It is missing a stone, right there. You can see the hole. Just put my finger behind it, and then you can see the hole where the light's coming through, where there is no stone. So that was a little bit disappointing. I like the colors in them. I really like these purple stones and stuff. I would just never wear anything this big. And I didn't know, after speaking to the reps, glam is a little more flashy probably than I would normally choose. But I was like, well, it's the first time, I didn't know what I was going to get. I would give it a chance. The second thing I pulled out of the bag was actually this pair of earrings, which matches a set that I have. But what I didn't know was the very, very first thing I pulled out of the bag was just this stone. It didn't have the earring attached. The earring was actually in the paper shred, and I had to find it and fix it with a pair of pliers, which really, in the grand scheme of things, not such a big deal, but it made me mad because I was like, okay, the second thing I pulled out of the box is broken. Not so good. The third thing I pulled out was the Serene stretch bracelet, and I was a little bit miffed because there was a price tag on the bracelet. Uh-oh, not so good. And it was sad, too, because this was by and far my favorite thing in the box. I love the weight of it. I love the look of it. It's very much the style of things that I already have and own. But if you can see, there's sort of this, like, white cord. One of the elastic cords that holds it together also was broken, and I had noticed that when I first did it, but after wearing this once for like an hour, it became pretty apparent that I need to either go in and snip those or make sure that I don't break this bracelet, because I would have to figure out a way to fix it, because I actually do really like this piece. There was the other thing that matched it this was what was in their description, the flower, free spirit, whatever, bohemian necklace. This was so not what I had pictured, and honestly, I was so incredibly sad when I got this piece. Not that it's a bad piece or an ugly piece or anything, it just so was not what I expected. I had already had a couple of broken pieces and pieces that were sort of coming apart, and the price tag was for a very, very low price. After I spoke with them, they said that what happened was it was a wholesale price tag that had probably been left on, that had come from one of their vendors, and they did apologize. They basically replaced this entire box, though, because I had so many problems with it, and I wrote to them, and it wasn't nasty. I was very nice. I just said, you know, I didn't want to send it back before I had talked to them about it and spoken to someone and seen if this was the standard quality of the things that they sent out. And they were so gracious, and Caitlin, I believe, was the girl that I spoke with. She was so kind as to send replacement pieces, so that was really great. Don't know if you can tell easily. This is sort of like a bronze with a green verdigris overlay on it. When I first got this piece, honestly, I was like, blah, this is ugly, but I found an outfit that I actually really enjoy wearing it with. I have a long brown cardigan, and I have a turquoise top that matches it really well, and it actually looks nice. So I would never in a million years chosen it, but you know, you'll have that. Last but not least, there was what was called the friendship necklace, and this, quite honestly, scared the dickens out of me, because although there was a time in my life when I was about 17 that I would have worn this until it literally fell off my body, and obviously I like orange, my watch is orange, but this was just a little bit too cher in the 1970s for me. I kind of thought that I didn't see what category that this would necessarily fit into, other than perhaps trendy, maybe bohemian, I don't know. I spent a good amount of time in Cherokee, North Carolina. I lived there for several summers and worked at the outdoor drama Unto These Hills. And although I appreciate the craftsmanship, and this is a nice piece, you can tell it wasn't handmade because a lot of the beads, it's hard to see, but if you look like right there, the beads on this piece, they're like all fused to the piece itself. So they weren't woven in there. They have like little pieces that stick out, and quite honestly, they kind of hurt. And it's a choker. And when I say choker, and it's a super choker, it is kind of crazy. I can wear it on the tightest one. It's not that. It's just wasn't what I expected, like I said. The earrings that I got with it are these, and the earrings also have the same kind of sort of madness going on, where I know it's almost impossible to see, but there are like fused beads in the earrings. There's like a little piece of glass sticking out, if you can see, like right there. Anyways, so like I said, this wasn't a whopping success. It was actually a big deal for me, and I didn't think that I would ever buy from this line again, and I thought about canceling my subscription and just like sort of sending the whole thing back. But I did love this bracelet, and I wanted to give them sort of a chance to explain and tell me their feelings on the subject. So that's what I did, and they sent a replacement box that was the absolute bomb. So my next video will be about the replacement box that they sent, and obviously they let me keep this stuff. They didn't ask me to send it back or anything like that, which I thought was kind of wonderful, and they were very, very supportive and very apologetic, especially about the price tag being left on the piece. So there you have it. It was 4 pieces, $36 for the month of March, and the box was the Bjorn Nasset box. So like I said, my next box will be another video talking about the grand success story that came of this whole thing. So I hope you keep watching. Sorry these are a little bit long, and I'm sorry I don't have great editing capabilities, but I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.